Hey friends, welcome to Essentially Jessi. Today I'm here to share with you guys my top 10 most unique fragrances in my collection. So let's get to it. So for my unique fragrances, I wore a unique, crazy top. I don't know. Just trying to have a little fun here. I'm so glad that you guys are here. I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday producing new fragrance for you guys, content, contests, top 10 list, single fragrance reviews. So hit that subscribe button if you like fragrance, all things fragrance, perfume, essential oils, all the things. So I wanted to film this video for quite some time. It's been in my mind trying to drum up which fragrances are the most unique in my collection, and I think I picked 10 very unique fragrances. So to start us off today, I wanted to share with you guys Penrose Gilded Fox. While there are other fragrances that smell chocolatey, I don't think that there are any that smell like straight up chocolate and butter. It's so good. Like, this is such a great chocolate fragrance. I love their packaging. I think it's really nice. It's called Gilded Fox. I think this is completely unisex, but I have never smelled another fragrance that was just straight up chocolate. It's like dark chocolate. I don't know. There's no fruitiness or nuttiness to this to me. It's just chocolate, and it is good. You know, chocolate and roses are kind of popular now. Chocolate is a popular fragrance note, but this is a unique chocolate fragrance. I don't really have these necessarily in top 10 order. These are just 10 of my most unique fragrances. So starting us off is Gilded Fox by Penrose. All right, next up is one that I've had for maybe a year and a half. I feel like I got this for Christmas. This is Chloe Nomad. This is different. I haven't sprayed this in a while. I picked this up. I wasn't like super crazy about it whenever I got it, but it really has grown on me. But it is different. It's a little bit fruity. It's a little bit rustic or rugged, which I guess is kind of where the Nomad comes in, but it's a nice fragrance, but I have never smelled anything like this before. It's just different. And it is very different from the original Chloe. So if you like Chloe, don't just assume you're gonna like Chloe Nomad, because they are two very different fragrances. I almost said polar opposites. They're not that far apart, but you're not necessarily going to like them both. This one is getting more hyped on YouTube, and I don't know. I like it. I don't love it, but it is unique. That's Chloe Nomad. So another very unique fragrance for me is Tom Ford Metalique. How they get this fragrance to smell like metal, I do not know. I do not know. The packaging so well represents the fragrance, but it took me a minute to kind of figure this one out and decide if I liked it or not, and I do. I really do like Tom Ford Metalique. So good, so different. Don't blind buy it. You need to go smell it and then let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any of these in the comment section below, or let me know what your most unique fragrance is. I want to know. Next up on my unique fragrances, this one has been around since 1984 and it is still so unique. There is nothing on the market like this. This is the original packaging for Angel by Thierry Mugler. This is fruits and chocolate and everything rolled into one. And when I first smelled it, I thought, that is not for me. And the more I smelled it, the more I was like, okay, kind of like Tom Ford Black Orchid. Usually you love it or you hate it, but like that's one that really grew on me. This one is one that has really grown on me. This is a huge bottle. I don't know that I'll ever go through this because this stuff's stout. Normally the newer packaging is the Star. It's really good, very unique. Do not blind buy this fragrance. Do not blind buy this fragrance. Unless you're just a fragrance connoisseur and you know, you kind of like everything, I guess. Because this pretty much has everything in it. It's a little bit fresh, it's a little bit fruity, it's a little bit gourmand. It's just everything in a bottle. I don't know how they do it. But on initial spray, I'm always like, I don't know if I want to wear that or not. And then I just shower myself in it, and then I'm like, this smells so good. Why don't I wear this more often? So for unique fragrances, this is Angel by Thierry Mugler. Okay, next is one that has been copied quite a bit, but other than that, there aren't a lot of fragrances that smell like this. This is Santal 33 by Le Labo. This is definitely unisex, but I've never smelled anything like this. I have never smelled anything like this. It's the most interesting mix of sandalwood with other things. And I think I've said this before, but I do pick up a little pickle vibe, like some people say they get from Tom Ford's, which one is it? It's the Soleil Blanc, but the Eau de Soleil Blanc. Like I get some kind of pickle vibe. And then maybe some pencil shavings, which I know doesn't sound good. Please try this fragrance. Don't. I got this fragrance in a sample. I sprayed it on my wrist. I took a nap. I woke up, I smelled it, and I was like, I have to have that. It's so good. Like whenever I initially sprayed it, I thought, this is unique. This is different. But I love it. So that's Le Labo's Santal 33. Next is one that was extremely unique to my collection whenever I first got it. It may have been my first, it was my second oud purchase. My first oud was Lancome's Oud Bouquet, which is really sweet, pretty feminine. This is the Oud for Greatness by Initio. This is different, just gonna say. Like, don't blind buy this. It is a beast of a fragrance. If you don't know if you like oud or not, don't blind buy this. Get a sample. I can't remember if I sampled this before I bought it or if I just bought it. The bottle is so cool. The bottle is so unique, but this is a great oud fragrance that is sweet and fresh at the same time. It has this freshness about it, very different than the rest of the ouds in my collection. So Oud for Greatness by Initio Parfums. Okay, we have 4 to go. I've got another oud that smells nothing like Oud for Greatness. This is Oud Satin Mood by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This is the, I think the regular, this is not the extrait parfum. Yeah, so this is so unique, and I was actually golfing. I was on the like practice range area, and somebody about 15 feet away were like, you smell so good, what are you wearing? So don't overspray this one. This is oud. This is oud on satin sheets. I don't know, it's called Oud Satin Mood, but I mean, that may be what it reminds me of. It's a little bit powdery. I like it a lot. This is not a safe blind buy. I don't know that any of these are a safe blind buy because they're unique. That's the whole purpose of this list. So Oud Satin Mood by Maison Francis Kurkdjian on my top 10 unique fragrances because this is unique. The interesting thing about this is I've tried Oud Silk Mood. They also do not smell anything alike, I don't think, other than the oud. They just totally give me different vibes. So Oud Satin Mood is on my top 10 for uniqueness. My top 3, 2 of them have unique bottles. You got to check this out. This is Fresh Couture by Moschino. Oh my stars. So it looks like it would do that. It looks like a Windex bottle. It's so very strange. I picked this up because Candy Johnson, the makeup reviewer tutorial person, I love watching her do her makeup reviews. Anyway, like she said she liked it, and I saw it, I guess on her Snapchat. Anyway, it's so good, and it doesn't, I mean, it's fresh, but it doesn't smell like Windex or anything, but it's just in this cute bottle, and you need to spray it and smell it. If you like aquatic kind of, you know, what am I trying to think of? Like Acqua di Gio or something like that. Like this is kind of along that same citrusy, fresh, aquatic vibes. So Moschino's Fresh Couture, so fun. Love the bottle. My next, second to last, second to first, I don't know how you look at it. I'm not really ordering these, but this is also in a unique bottle. This is a cupcake. This is by House of Sillage, and this is Holidays. If you want to smell like a Christmas tree, then you need to own this fragrance. This is very unisex to be in a cupcake. This is so good. I love this fragrance. The first time I smelled it, I thought, that's kind of weird. And then the more I smelled it, it's just beautiful. It's got cedar in it and some other woods. It's just a gorgeous fragrance. But it is unique. I would never blind buy this Holiday by House of Sillage, but it's got the like different colored rhinestones on the top, kind of like a Christmas tree is what it makes me think of, like the lights on a Christmas tree. And then the bottom is the blue to gold or gold to blue, and it reminds me of winter, like January, the sun hitting the snow or something like that. Anyway, it's just a beautiful, beautiful fragrance, but very unique. That's House of Sillage Holiday. The last one I have is one that, yeah, I have never smelled anything like this. My friend Chelsea introduced me to it. This is Jessi, I think is how you say it, Gourmand Bacor Extrait de Parfum. This is powerful, really powerful. I love the atomizer on it. This is like, it's gourmand, so it's edible. It reminds me of some caramel, but it's got some other stuff going on in it. Let me know if you have this fragrance or any other fragrances by this house. My friend Chelsea's bottle is orange, and I don't even remember where I got this. I don't know. I may have picked this up off of their website. It's a great gourmand fragrance. If you're a gourmand fragrance lover, this would definitely be a safe blind buy. If you don't know what the word gourmand means, then this is definitely not a safe blind buy. And that is totally fine. Gourmand just means something edible. This reminds me of like a dessert or some kind of coffee dessert. I don't think it has coffee in it, but it just gives me caramel vibes, edible, like those little caramel, do you say caramel or caramel? I don't know, candies. It's so good. It's so thick. It's so rich. I'm pretty sure milk is actually one of the notes in here as well, but Jessi Gourmand Bacor, rounding out 10 of my favorite, most unique fragrances in my collection. Some of these I have in-depth single fragrance reviews on. These are 2 of them. If you want to check them out in more detail, what they really smell like, all of the little nuances of each one, how long they last, you can check those out in the description below. As of today, my analytics tell me that 76% of people watching my videos are not subscribed. If you like fragrance and fragrance related content, please hit that subscribe and also the notification bell to be notified of all the fragrance fun. Thanks so much for watching. Smell you later.